Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to another video. We're in my kitchen right now. It's late, and although I am tired and ready to go to bed, I cannot just yet. I'm trying to get a video up. It's probably not gonna go up tonight. I've had to redo it a few times, so hopefully this is the last time. But anyway, so yeah, we're in my kitchen. I figured I'd go ahead and knock this out. I've been putting it off for days. I've been to the grocery store a few times. Some of the hauls you saw, some of the things you did not. And I had a bunch of stuff just laying around because I didn't know where it was going to go. My pantry is getting pretty full because I also do those, food pantries and stuff like that. So my pantry's getting pretty full, and your girl don't have nowhere to put her canned goods that she got from Walmart. So I had to come up with something. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm just kind of trying to process it all, and just figure out what I'm gonna do. There's a set of cabinets right behind the refrigerator at the top. And you guys know I never put anything in there because I feel like whatever I put in there, I'm just going to forget that it's in there. What's wrong? And in this cabinet, we know that that's where my cups and my plates are. In this cabinet, that's where the pots and pans are. In this cabinet, y'all know I've got my flour, sugar, vinegar, oils, and then some boxes of baking mix. So that's up there. I've got this space under the sink, but I've never put food under the sink. Let me know if you guys have ever done that. I've always just used under the sink for like cleaning products and stuff. The fire extinguisher is down there. So yeah, so what I've come up with is this. Let me show you. This is what I've come up with. Add the fourth shelf to this set of shelves. I've grabbed the top shelf out of the one in the hall from the eBay shelf, and I brought it in here because that's really the only thing I could come up with. I've got all this stuff in this pantry. I just really need to, in order to kind of organize all of the non-canned good items, I need to move the cans out of here, or most of them anyway. So I'm trying to figure out a way on how I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is move all the fruit. Let's see, should have, are we missing a can? Did the hun eat a can of pineapples? Maybe he did. Oh, nope, there it is. So these cans, I've got 4 cans of the pineapple tidbits. Remember, I got those for 66 cents. I essentially went back and got another one. I did that off camera. But anyways, I got 4 of those. And then I've got some cans of applesauce and pears over here. So I figure, well, maybe I can move all the fruit over to the shelf. I've moved all of the beans over here. So all of my black beans, all of my pinto beans. And then I've got all of my green beans right here. On this, I thought about putting this stuff on the top shelf, but I was like, okay, that's gonna look kind of crazy, so I just put that on the top shelf. So when I go to use this air fryer is fine. It can be used just like it is. Of course, the crock pot, we'll have to bring that down a little lower when I'm actually using it. Yeah, and then I was thinking about putting maybe my like pastas and stuff over here. Let's see. Or will that be too much going on? Because really, that third one, I'm kind of squeezing it onto the, the refrigerator. So should I do that number right here? Like that? Let's see. These beans, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with these beans. Dry beans is on the high phosphorus list, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these beans. I think the canned beans, I think those are okay. I don't know. Anyways, what are we thinking? And then that leaves some space up there. But now what do I put up there? I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I actually want to switch out these containers for rectangular ones. I've had these round ones forever, and I've been told y'all I want a different look, so these are eventually gonna get switched out to maybe a hard plastic, or if I'm being fancy, glass. Maybe not glass, but like hard plastic, something, you know. But anyway, so yeah, so what's left? Let's see, I've got these right here. So, because I also have, let's see, should I put all of the, like, let's see, because I've only got one. Ooh, gotta watch the toes. Oh my goodness. All right, let me put that up there. Let me put this up here. So I've got a jar of pasta sauce. I think I have two. Yep, I've got 2 jars of pasta sauce. But then I also have this tomato. I'm just thinking out loud, you guys. This diced tomatoes, chili ready. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Since I've got this 1 can of diced tomatoes, I'm gonna do that number right there. And then I also have this pasta sauce or pizza sauce. I'm gonna put that right there. I'm going to go ahead and move my corn over here as well. I've got 1 can of greens, so I'm just gonna leave that right there. Now I've got 1 can of refried beans, so I'm just gonna move this refried beans over here to the baked bean section and do that number with the pasta sauce. Let's see, I've got 1 can of greens, so I'm going to just slide that back like that and move this and put it on this side like that. And I did put this rug right here. The other rug is right there. And so just for some cushion, instead of using the priority mailboxes, which is what I have. Is it under this one? Yeah, it's under this one. Actually, I need to move this from right here to right here, because that's what these were kind of sitting on. Okay. I really need to wipe it out. The pantry, that is. I think once I get this kind of the way I want it, then I'll come back and wipe everything out. Right now, I'm focused on just getting it somewhat organized and this stuff off of my table. All right, cream of mushroom top, cream of chicken bottom. Got a random vegetable soup. Bring this can of pineapples. Maybe I'm not gonna bring the applesauce. Actually, I think I'm going to just kind of leave this area. Well, I'm not. Well, I don't know, y'all. Okay, back over here. Okay, so I've got that. I've got. Let's see. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Not really sure just yet. But back to the tomatoes. I'm gonna put this one in the front, and I'm gonna grab this one and start in the back. Okay, like that. And actually, we're gonna do that. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do that. Okay, so I think that is good to go. I've just got to do something with these. There was one trip that I didn't show you guys where they had a bunch of stuff in clearance, and one of the things that was in clearance were these Premier proteins. And the boxes, it was a box of 12 and they were $9. And I was like, oh, that's something that me and the hun can drink in a place of a meal or something, because I often go all day without eating. I need to stop doing that, but lately I have been taking one of those with me, and that's been helping a lot, as far as, you know, hunger pains and stuff like that. And he said he tried one too and he enjoyed it. So when I brought it in the house, I asked them both, they were putting up the stuff, and I asked them to put the 2 boxes down here, reorganize all this stuff, because I did pick up some chips and stuff for Olivia. It's cheaper to do it that way. Both of the boxes were on sale. They often want chips from the store, like the little 2 for $1 chips, and that adds up. So I figured, you know what, let me just get them a big box and be done with it. But anyway, so yeah, my instructions were to stack the boxes and then pull out a few to put in the refrigerator. Somehow that got miscommunicated, and both boxes were empty. So what I had to do was put some right here on this shelf and then put some in the refrigerator. I don't want them on the shelf. I would prefer them down here somewhere, but it's okay. We're gonna leave it that way for right now. Let's see, I've got these rice-a-ronis. I've got a bunch of boxes up here. I've gotten rid of my container that I would normally put the spaghetti noodles in. I probably should have kept that, but it's okay because these are actually individually wrapped inside of this box. So I probably could move that. I probably could put that over here. It's not like I got 50 oils over here. So maybe I can make space once I fill up my, or add to, oh, y'all can't even see. Once I add to my flour container. Well, I don't really want to open this just yet until I'm like really low on that, because then whatever's left in here, I have to put it in a Ziploc bag and then it'll just be there. Anyways, so, okay. I just really don't know, but I definitely have to figure something out, because I still have this stuff right here, the condiments and stuff. But what I'm thinking about doing with that is, if it can fit, then I'll put it all on this top shelf. Chocolate milk. Did I get it in clearance, or was it on just a regular deal? Because this is not something I buy regularly. It must have been. They must have mentioned something about some chocolate milk, something at one point, or hot cocoa or something. Alright. It's been a big while. It's not an issue. I know I didn't buy it this year. we are done cleaning this room. This is day 2 of me cleaning this room, and I am tired, y'all. There was so much trash in here. I'm gonna show y'all how much trash was in here in a minute. But as I was telling you guys, my goal is to make this into like a man cave because it's an extra room and I want my living room back. So we are making changes here, one room at a time, one space at a time, and I feel great about it, honestly. I've been kind of hesitant on repossessing this room for a while, but now it's time. It's time. It looks and feels bigger than it did before I started cleaning up. I did not do any before photos or anything like that because, girl, that was just too much going on in here, okay? And, you know, not everything is for the internet. So let me flip y'all around and kind of show y'all what we got going on. We've been in the, just for a background, we've been in this apartment since 2019, and my stepson has been occupying this room off and on. And you know what? There was a time where my stepdaughter had occupied this room as well at one point in time. So since neither one of them has been back to actually live in a while, it's time for me to transition this room into a livable space, right? So that's where the idea of the man cave came in, besides me wanting my living room back. But yeah, so let me flip y'all around. And this is where we are. We've got the floor vacuumed. I done vacuumed this floor about 3 times. I've broom swept it twice. Let's see, we've got the blinds cleaned. Oh my gosh, they were so dusty. Because like I said, no one's been in here like that, really. It's just been holding a lot of stuff. So got the blinds cleaned and on both sides, cleaned the actual window itself, the bottom there, cleaned off this bed. This bed has been around for a long time. One of the pictures that I showed y'all at my mom's house, this actually used to belong to one of them, or at my parents' house. This bed, one of the pictures, it was the picture where I was telling y'all, if y'all saw that vlog, I was pet sitting. And it was the picture that I was saying that I had a family member that I really didn't know how they were related, but they were. And she had the prettiest hair and stuff. Well, this is their bed. My brother has the other one. There was a twin. There's a twin to this bed. So he has the other one and I have this one. So they've been around. This bed is a good bed, like the wood and everything. It's been around for a very long time, okay? So that was like one of my hesitations on donating it because it's been around and it's vintage, and vintage furniture seems to hold up better to me compared to the more modern furniture that's being made these days. And so, yeah, but what I would like to do is eventually get maybe like a recliner or a boneless sofa, a small like love seat size, or a sleeper sofa. And if I get the sleeper sofa, then this will definitely be donated. I will part ways with it and let another family have it. If not, then if I if I end up getting a recliner, then I'll keep it, get a smaller table, put the recliner right here, and then it'll be the recliner, the table, and the bed. And whenever the hun, if he wants to take a nap and still watch TV, or if he wants to lay down and watch TV, then he can do it right there. He does not have to sleep in here. He does, you know, y'all. Okay, anyway, he does not have to sleep in here. This is just a man cave, okay? It's just a chill out spot for him. So that's what I was thinking. Recliner, smaller table, the bed. If I do a sleeper sofa, then it'll be a smaller table and a sleeper sofa. And yeah, so like for if my nieces and nephews, if when they decide to come and spend the night with Olivia or something, then they'll have a bed. Some of them will have a bed to sleep in, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so this chair, I have to figure out what to do with this chair. I have a 6-seater table, but the middle part is pulled out. That's why you guys only see 4 chairs, because we don't really sit at the table like that. And I don't know where my 6th chair is. It seemed to have left the building. I have no idea where it is. it's not in any of the closets because y'all know how my closets are made. There are shelves and stuff, so it wouldn't even fit. So I have no idea. So now I've got this chair that I don't know what I'm going to do with. In a later project, I am seriously thinking about reupholstering these chairs because these chairs are also vintage along with the dining table that it goes to. And therefore, this is just years of dirt and grime and stuff on the chair, you know, and it needs to be switched out. Okay, so the mattress, that's my son's mattress. So when he decides to come get his things, it'll be an easy grab and go for him. Mattress, and then I've got the rest of his stuff organized right here in the closet, an easy grab and go. And I'm gonna be taking out all the trash. Let me show you guys all of the trash that was in here. Believe it or not, that is literally all trash, y'all. All empty shoe boxes with empty shoe boxes inside of the shoe boxes. All of that stuff is trash. I need to take it out, but I'm gonna wait until it gets dark to take it out, girl, because I don't want nobody thinking there's a million shoes up in here and it isn't, okay? Yeah, so I'm gonna wait to take that out. In the meantime, though, I am going to get a twin sheet to fit this bed and go ahead and set it up. I don't want it to just be bare like this. I did spray it down with some Lysol. And I've continued what I started about 2 weeks ago, wiping down all my doors with this Myers spray, and that rain smells really good compared to this lemon verbena. The lemon verbena smells good too, but that rain, I really like that scent, so I'm gonna have to get another bottle when it's on sale. But yeah, I've been wiping the inside of both sides of the doors and the frame of the doors and all the things, and y'all, I did not realize how dirty they were. Like, literally so dirty. In the bathroom, I'd started it a few days ago. I had started working my way in my bathroom because my bathroom has two closets in the not my bathroom, my bedroom, because my bedroom has two closets and then the bathroom. So I did wipe down all the doors, but I did that portion of it separately. Y'all, so much dirt. These doors were so dirty. And here I'm thinking that I clean. We know that I clean, but apparently I'm missing a lot of spots. There's just dirt and dust webs and stuff. I've gone through the top of the rooms and in the living room and in the kitchen and all that, dining room, and like knocked down all of the dust webs that apparently I guess I turned a blind eye to. I don't know, because girl, but it feels so much fresher in here. It's bigger than it's its size again, right? Because it only looks small because of all the stuff that was in here. But yeah, so that is the goal, y'all, is to get this room looking like a man cave a little bit. This table right here is a perfect size because I've got a puzzle that I bought for the hun for Christmas. It's a Philadelphia Eagle puzzle, and he hasn't started putting it together yet. And this would be the perfect spot to start putting it together. So when I bought that puzzle, my intention was to give him something to do while he's here, and when he's done, to frame it. So it'll be perfect to put in here once it's put together. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about this project, to be honest with you. So this is exciting. This is exciting, and I think once I'm done, I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish it, but we're going to just work through it a little bit at a time until it's completed. And I'm pretty sure once I'm done with it, he's going to like it a lot.